If you have a gambling problem and you like building factories and fucking up society, this game is for you. I was gonna say, why would you do that when you have like the actual walls when you like fully upgrade the base? But that's pretty cool.
That looks. You can also connect them to each other.
Oh
Yeah,
my
look at that. A
god!
nice, beautiful weave.
Oh, that's kind of cool though. What the fuck is that? I don't know what this is. I haven't gotten this far. I am spoiling the game for myself. Oh fuck. Oh no. Hello, ye shower bastards. In today's video, we'll be once again reacting to Let's Game It Out, test the limits of his computer in Arknights Endfield. So I hope you enjoy.
Hey there, it's Josh. Welcome
Hello.
back to Let's Game It Out. We're checking out Arknights Endfield today. They were actually kind enough to sponsor this entire...
Fucking love gambling! Let's go! Did you know that 99.99% of gamblers quit before they hit it big? Keep fucking going. You definitely won't lose the house. The wife will not leave you. Your kids will not hate you. I believe in you.
video. And why would they do that, you wonder? Well, because there's
Because it's a factory and they know this man.
factory building in this game. And I like to imagine they thought, yeah.
I like to imagine that 90% of this man's subscribers is the studio that made Arknights.
Let's have the guy that did this and this.
No, spoilers! I can't look at this.
To showcase the factory building in our game. So if after watching this you're like, you know what? I want to do some factory building of my own. That's where the
I've done factory building. I have it fully automated.
link in the description can help you out. Because this game is available for PC, PS5, and mobile.
And not Xbox.
Free. Anyway, let's get into it. New game. But let us set the stage a little bit. First, we gotta pick our character. And as you can see, our cool jackets and sweet sweaters are not optional. Neither is hiding our eyes. Ooh woo. And you might be thinking to yourself, what in tarnation? This doesn't look like a factory game. Well, hold on to your horses.
No, it will be.
It's not just a factory game. It's also got story and characters and dialogue. And we're not just a
shit that he doesn't care about. Also, just to point it out, is it just me or does the male character's lips look very weird? Like they're very long for some reason. I don't know. That's just how I feel about it. It's just very weird. He has really big lips. So the mask does not help it. Like if I could see his eyes, it'd probably look fine, but the mask just makes it look off because that's all I can look at.
pretty mask. We can also run, fight, and do all kinds of story stuff.
Stuff that he does not care about.
Or because this game just knows. Not only can you skip story elements, but it'll give you a nice little summary. And to do all those things effectively,
they added it just for him. They knew he would not care at all. They added the skip feature just for him.
Where the factory building comes in. Behold, the AIC, which
the
stands
giant
for
probe.
Something. Wait, no, I remember now. Automated Industry Complex, also known as the
I didn't even remember that.
the heart of our automation madness. So let's get started. But first we need to head over here so I can show you something. Here, look, we have minerals. And we could just go up to these things and smack
we could automate it
onto the ground like that.
with a drill.
We can take this originium ore right off the ground, like a bunch of
very original name.
commoners. Or we could take advantage of this node, giving us an unlimited amount. But in order to mine from that node, we gotta head back over here to the AIC, where we can access the facility list. And for starters, we're gonna build this portable originium rig. Mining rig for digging up originium ore. Does not need to be connected to
exactly what you'd expect.
the power grid. We'll get to that in a bit, as it powers itself.
Oh yeah.
And if we head on over here to the construction tab, we need 5 of these things, which we don't have yet. Oreo crusts. Don't worry, they're easy to create. All we need to do is first build this thing, the refining unit. Because in order to build that, all we need is 5 of these.
If you love gambling and a factory building, this game is for you. I'm not sponsored, by the way. I'm just saying. if you have a gambling problem and you like building factories and fucking up society, this game is for you.
Or we just picked up. And I already have 518 of that because previously I ran around for a while. And me and my team had the hardest battle of our lives, taking turns beating up the ore. It is nice though, your party members help pick stuff up, which means you have more time to stand there and do nothing.
This is semi-automation versus the drill, which is full automation.
Or in her case, you get to watch as she tries very, very hard to hit that last piece, while the rest of your team looks around like, not my job. Don't worry, I'm sure as we walk off, she'll figure it out herself. Yep, see, there she is. Just like a magic trick. Anyway, let's build a couple of these.
Okay.
And construct. There we go. Now we have 4 of them. And now that we have these things, we got to place them down somewhere in our factory. I mean, I'm just going to place it wherever for now. Who cares? Okay.
It doesn't matter at the start. You don't even have you don't have the expansions. You don't have all the walls. You don't have anything. It doesn't matter. Just put it somewhere.
Now it's time to use it in unpowered. You said it. What are we, engineers? Anyway, luckily this isn't a problem. We basically need to make sure that this thing is powered by connecting it.
God, I just hate looking at that UI. You can see all the new stuff, all the fucking orange icons on everything, and he's not opening it. It's disgusting. I can't look at that. I need it to be gone. Like, even the mail has just a bunch of free shit in it, and you're not opening it. Please, just take it.
To this thing. No problem.
Fuck.
We just need some electric pylons. Once connected to the power grid, this pylon can wirelessly power all Endfield facilities within a sizable area of effect.
Yeah.
Which only take the ore to build, so we're going to build a bunch. And you know it's working because once we place it
you
down,
need
you
excess.
can see the little wireless transmission power cord thingy connecting from the pylon back to the main thingy. Which means if we put one over here next to our refining unit, now it's nice and powered. Finally, the fun can begin. It's refining time. Okay, so here's basically how this works. As you play the game, you get access to new recipes, like this one that makes the Origio pizza crust, which turns this unsophisticated ore into this. Well, I guess I would like that very much.
Into
look
a
at that.
fucking...
The moment I drag it in, there it goes. Just refining a new one every 2 seconds. And I could just click claim all and take what it's got and then let it build.
Or you could put a track and put it back to the fucking big sky probe. And it's fully automated.
Up more. Or we could do something a little more fancy, like these right here, conveyor belts, which you can lay out anywhere, so long as it's in the yellow boundary. And after we place it, oh, here it comes right now. Uh-oh, it's reaching the end. What's gonna happen?
It stops.
Oh dear, we have a traffic jam. That's fine, I'll kind of bring it down here and then...
Oh my god, I just realized what he's gonna do. Why? See, my brain looking at this is just, oh, connect this thing to this thing as like the smallest amount of space as possible. This man's going to do about 7 laps of the whole area before connecting it back to the middle.
And I'll like run it over here.
Yeah.
Over here.
I don't know.
Finally going into this chute right here.
The end one, the most inefficient one. You have no access to the other ones because you don't have the fucking overlapping thing yet.
Yes, there we go. It's perfect. Go ahead and deposit yourself into the automation core. That also means that I could go to one of these outports, tell it that I want Orignium ore to come out of it, and then I can run that conveyor belt too. And then I can just take that and run it into the machine. That way I don't have to keep feeding the refining unit. I can let the conveyor belts do that for me. And this production continues. And it's not—
If only there was a Mark II conveyor belt. That would be a lot handier.
Not a perfect system right now.
Not for me. My conveyor belts are like one block placement. I don't know what the fuck you called. Square cubic thing long. This man's though, he's gonna have more conveyor belts than actual machines.
Because after all, we have this ore coming out automatically. But if you recall, I got this ore by beating up on crystals. Fun, yes. Automatic, no. But that's where the portable rig comes in. After all, now that we've got our refined flavor crystals, we can start making them. So I'll make a couple for now, and then we can head back over to the node, clear all this riffraff out of the way, and let's go ahead and place.
And now we have a fully automated one.
Okay, look at it go. Yeah, you get in there. And there we go. Now it's just mining this on its own. And there's another one right over here, so we'll place that one too. And this is one step better, but it's still not automatic. After all, to collect it, we still have to run up to it ourselves, reach our hands in there, and then remove it ourselves.
Oh yeah.
Paying attention.
I forgot. I forgot all the tier 1 ones are like not completely automatic. They don't send it to the main thing. Dude, I think I spent like 4 hours at one point just going to every single like mining deposit and connecting. I think I spent so much materials just making the fucking connectors for all the fucking electricity from the main bases. And I didn't realize there was a third base. I didn't complete the mission to get the third base. So I had gone through like 2 areas just to get to the final deposit. And then I did a mission and the third base was unlocked and I could have just used that instead. I spent like 2 hours going through an entire like indoor area trying to figure out the best way to do it. And I wasted so much fucking time.
Like we run out into the world and wanna do stuff, and by stuff I usually mean
spoilers if you haven't played the game, but if you're watching this, you probably have played the game, and you're probably further than me. I haven't even finished up the main story yet, but I'm taking my time with it. I'm not putting a fucking cent into it. Unless it's a battle pass. I'll buy the battle pass. It's materials. I'll take it.
finding people to casually beat up. By the time I make it back, I'm greeted with this symbol. Clogged? Can only hold 50 at a time. Well, I don't want to have to pay attention, but don't worry, you're not stuck having to do that for very long. Because before you know it, we can upgrade to the mining rig. Requires power, but can mine originium and amethyst. And to make it, we're gonna need two things we already have. The portable rig, as well as our oregano crust. So we'll just come back over here, give me that, and
Let's
that
go.
one too. And before you
Next
know
one.
it, two fresh
Yay.
electric mining rigs. Oh my goodness, I can't wait. In
Now
all
we
your
need to power them.
glory. And now this time around, building one of our pylons is
Yeah.
not going to be enough. Because as you can see, it is also unpowered. So we need to find a way to get power to this pylon from this thing. But don't worry, there's a solution for everything. That's what the relay tower is. Can be used
there we
to
go.
transmit power to other facilities.
Forgot what
within
it's called.
80-meter radius. And look, it only takes these things. I don't know if there's anything it can't do. Okay, now we get to place one of these things. Which I guess the smart thing to do would be to place this thing like between the two nodes, since we're going to need to power both of them. And as I put it
Okay,
down,
but don't put it
notice
too
that
far.
it
You
still
have an
says
80
unpowered.
meter
But that's okay,
like
here's where the
range.
magic comes in. We hit start transmission, and now we drag a cord behind us, basically. And we run all the way back to the main thing.
Okay,
and
fair enough.
connect it. See, there we go. We can see the connection going all the way from over there over to there. And
Yeah.
then we can go to the relay tower now that it has power and run one of these things over to the pylon.
Okay, see, I feel like putting the pylon between the two of them is smarter, not the relay tower. Yeah, I'll let him do him though. He doesn't even. He does things inefficiently. I keep thinking like, oh, this man's gonna do something smart because he does factory games. No. His whole purpose, his life purpose, is to do things as inefficiently as possible.
And now the mining
There's no
rig
point in
has
correcting
power.
him.
And there we go. It just starts mining on its own. And here's the great thing about this. It has two modes. Storage mode, which is just like the other portable rig, or belt-free mode.
Yeah.
Where through the power of wireless transfer, it just sends it back to my depot. Wow, Wi-Fi in the future is crazy. And
It's
that's our
it's Willy Wonka's fucking de-atomizer that puts the guy on the fucking TV.
first foray into automation. We got a mineral so that we could build a thing that takes that thing, turns it into another thing so that we can store that thing, and then use that thing to build other things so
that
we
make
can
other
then mine the
things.
thing to use the thing that we're making for the thing. We've done so good. Oh, and I forgot to mention, you know these relay thingies? One of my favorite things in this game is you're going to end up having to put them in random weird places.
Yeah.
You never know what you're going to need to power.
Yeah, because you need these for everything. So my map is just riddled with lines because I have them all over the fucking place. I have more of these than I have zip. I don't think I've actually made zip lines, which is really weird because they're probably the best fucking thing to be creating in the game. They just get you everywhere.
Or where you're gonna need to power it. Hello there, evildoers. Can I interest you in a relay tower for your travels? Ow, hey, I was just trying to help. Oh, and I guess you do use this stuff for like puzzles. Like this thing needs to be charged so you can get in here. Okay, we'll put up a relay tower and then we'll just run a really long cord as far as it'll allow us to go.
80
then
meters.
We'll build another relay tower and then run this one another 80 meters. Whoops. Well, didn't mean to do that, but whatever. But I guess that's where we're building this now. Hope you guys don't mind. Pardon me, guys. I just need to come through your space to do some wiring. Anyway, before you know it, all these things are connected and you can finally put power to that thing. And then open up this door and get the real prize. Beating up boxes and stealing someone else's stuff. If you didn't want me to take this amethyst component, you shouldn't have left it lying around. And then you can just stand on top of these boxes and scream and yell at the bad guys.
Yay.
Yeah, who goes there? Don't mind me, sir. I'm just observing. It's like I'm in the zoo and I'm watching an exhibit. Except they can't hit me, but I can hit them. So long, sucker. And you can just line these things up.
Okay, I didn't realize I did that.
Around your entire base. And not
okay.
not only can they be wired to the thingy in the center, as beautiful as
I was gonna say, why would you do that when you have like the actual walls when you like fully upgrade the base? But that's pretty cool.
that looks. You can also connect them to each other.
Oh
yeah,
my
look at that. A
god!
nice, beautiful weave
That's kind of cool though. That's really cool.
of power lines. I went around and
Dude, how long did this take? He has to connect every individual one. What the fuck?
connected every single one of these to every single other one, and you may notice that some of these don't look connected to all of them. Like that one should have a lot more connections, and it actually does. It's just that at some point while I was doing this, as I was running around connecting them, it started to say this: area has too many power transmission connections. Some connections cannot be displayed normally. Well, that's fine. I'm still gonna do it. I want us to have our nice artificial roof overhead.
I wouldn't call that a roof. It's more of an artificial spider web.
Also notice that we can enter something called top view, which you would normally use to get a better look at your factory and build easier, except something tells me it's going to be less useful now that I put stuff all
yeah, I have a feeling.
I mean, we still can't see the belts. It's just a little hard to see for some reason. Also, why is nothing moving? What in tarnation is going on here?
You have too much.
But how? You should be feeding back into the main thingy, and then we shouldn't have this problem. What? You're clogged too? Oh, I think I see the problem. It looks like this facility can hold about 8,000 each, and for both our ore as well as our Oreo crust, we've reached maximum capacity. Wow, it took me...
Wait, 8,000? Oh, to be fair, I played a lot of the game before I did the factory stuff. I just remember being 24,000 and that's it.
Longer to do this power line business than I thought. I didn't realize we churned out 8,000 of these things. Luckily, there's more stuff we can do. Like, we know about refining units, but can I introduce you to the shredding units, which heavily pulverizes various materials? Be still, my mask, this is just too much. So we're gonna build a bunch to try them out. Let's place them down and see what kind of fun we can have with them. So for the shredding unit, we gotta feed it something. We're gonna take the minerals we're already mining and grind them up into more stuff. And since there's two things to grind up,
how are you going to connect these? Like, you don't have the overlap unless he has all the tokens to get all like the factory stuff already. But like, he doesn't have the thing that like lets you overlap conveyor belts.
We're gonna put two of these things perfectly aligned with each other, as you can see. And now all we need to do is run some conveyor belts. As you can see, this side has 3 out ports, as does the other side. And you're probably wondering, why don't I just split this off? We need that ore in 2 places.
But you don't have the thing. You don't have the splitter.
Introduce you to this. Behold.
Yeah, okay, he doesn't. Oh, he has a good bit though. But yeah, you need a lot of tokens. I spent a while at this.
Look at this. We've got categories for resourcing, logistics, processing, power, and combat. And as you can see, we've already unlocked a bunch of stuff like mining 1 and mining 2. And over here in logistics.
But like, you don't just get that. You have to do like the fucking introduction for every single one of them. Some of them take a fucking minute, all right? Some of them actually take a minute work to do.
We've already unlocked stuff like the transport belts, but down here is what we're looking for: belt splitting. The splitter can split 1 belt into 2 or 3 belts, and then past that we can also get belt bridging, a transport belt to cross over another intersecting belt without interfering with the product flows of both. Well, I think we need these, right? So let's unlock basic AIC the second. We can't go too nuts quite yet. As you can see, we have a basic AIC index of 5.
You have 5.
And these are like points to spend on unlocks. Which the way we increase that is me and the team run around the world looking for wacky inflatable dancing tube people. Then we run up to them, activate them out of existence, and it increases our basic AIC index. And through that we can do more unlocks, which is good because just unlocking this belt splitting.
I hope they have more stuff. I mean, what else would they add? But I hope they do. Just, like, what more can we do with the factory? Can we make horse glue? That would be horrible. I hope they do it.
Is gonna cost 1 of our 7 little cubes, but it has to be done, so gimme it. And not just the splitters, I'm pretty sure we're gonna need the belt bridging too. So let's go ahead and get that too. What do you think, Drag?
You desperately need it. Now, you, of all people, desperately need it. You're gonna have nothing but splitters and overlappers and, like, no actual conveyor belts on the screen.
In face, you think this is gonna go well? Yeah, me too. Okay, anyway, let's get started on this. We already have ore coming out of here, and on this belt, we're gonna put a splitter. Now we're gonna split it off this way and move it over yonder like this. Yeah. That's good. Things are coming out. And now it's time for the belt bridge that'll jump the thing over the thing. Yes, crossover in ways you didn't need to.
It's an actual highway.
So now we'll run that back over here, and we'll go ahead and plug this straight in like that. And okay, good. Everything is working as an...
Okay, but you need more than one a drill. Because you're gonna run out of Originium pretty fucking quick.
Intended. But let's see, in order to keep things flowing, we should probably add some more splitters. So let's see, I'll just take one and put one right there, like that. And then we'll put a bridge right here. And then another bridge right here. And we'll just run.
See, this right here is what I'm talking about. It's just going to be nothing but bridges and splitters. No actual conveyor belts ever seen.
These across all of these like this. Yes, everything is now moving, giving us the illusion of efficiency. And then we'll just run this one over here and right into the machine. Yes, it's looking better already.
Nah, because you have 2 conveyor belts into the one shredding. Why don't you put one the middle conveyor? No, there's no middle. It's a left and right. The left conveyor belt that connects to the middle of that shredding unit into the other shredding unit. There we go.
But I do worry.
Although be even less efficient. Be even less efficient than that.
Right into the
connect the one you're standing on now. Go all the way around, loop around, come back, go over this, go over that, go back into the shredding unit. There you go.
Yes, it's looking better already. But I do worry that this one conveyor port right here is not going to be enough to supply all of that. So let's just go ahead and open up a second one.
Yeah, no.
This is working great. Now we have 3 lanes of traffic. The game is letting me know that many things are clogged right now. But let's not focus on that too much. We're not done building yet. Because after all, once
how is it clogged?
Conveyor belts, see, clogged no more-ish. Oh, right.
Oh, right, because, yeah, he hasn't actually connected this up.
Right,
I was wondering, how is it clogged? That's why.
Set this one up, too. While that other one is making the originium powder, this other one's going to make the original crust powder. So you know the drill. We'll just put down a splitter here, then all the way over here, and then in it goes. And because we still have 8,000 of these things in our depot, we'll just lazily pull the rest straight from the depot. And for completion's sake, we'll fill up the 3rd one, too. So instead, I'll just pull it from this bell. Why not? I mean, hey, if it works, it works, right? And it sure does look like it's working. Okay, so now we've got our 2 piles of powder. What are we gonna do with that? Actually, I don't need to wonder. The game will tell me. All I need to do is click on a thing, and then click on this thing, which brings me to the database. Oh, silly me. We can't make anything with it yet. Not until we research new technologies for it. I mean, that's okay. We'll just run these things back into the depot. I mean, it's not for nothing. Everything eventually...
This looks like a max level factory. He probably hasn't played any of the story. He just arrived here, got the factory, and immediately went to get tokens. Like, that's it. This is a max level factory at level 1.
He's gonna have some use. That said, don't worry, there's still hope for us. Like, there's all kinds of stuff we're gonna need. Look down here at gear assembly. Like, let's say you need to make some armor for your people here. Who doesn't want to wear this sick-looking clean suit? And for that, one of the things we're gonna need is this, the amethyst component. And as we can see, to make that, we need actually 2 things. We need originium and amethyst. And we need to take those things and refine them into these 2 things. And then we shove those into a gearing unit, and it turns into a CD-ROM drive. And for that, we're gonna need some amethyst. Luckily, I can see it from here. So, you know the drill. Come over here, find one of them nodes, slap one of those electric mining rigs right on top of it, and let it airdrop amethyst back.
Please, for the love of God, put it on all of them. Stop doing one drill and that's it, please. I know you spent about 6 hours doing one task, and technically you can just max out all the amethyst before you finish said task, but please, for the love of God, put the drills on everything.
To our depot.
Not just the one. Oh, you bitch.
Just need to find a place to shove this, and then run up to one of the outports, set it to amethyst ore, run our amethyst right out of the depot, and run it all the way to the refining unit. Okay, there we go. Now it's making that thing. That amethyst tickler. Wait, what is it? What is this?
It's copper wire, but it's amethyst.
Oh, amethyst fiber. There we go. And then
copper wire.
Here called a gearing unit. Smack that down anywhere there's space. And this thing is where we're going to make the amethyst component. I love this about games like this. Just think of the unique mess you can make that's all your own. If you're finding it hard to follow this horrible heap I've made, that's okay.
I'm not finding it hard at all, because I made something similar. But I did it by accident, because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing.
There's a lot of crap going all over the place. But the important part is that everything goes where it's supposed to go, which is to say in convenient little boxes. And then before you know it, we've got amethyst components coming in. I mean, in case you were wondering what these are my Valley stock bills.
This is what you get when you scam your friends. It's not even a joke either. You buy low on your world and you go to theirs and you sell it for insane profit.
Get them by beating up enemies, but also by this outpost order reward, which is to say you'll do quests that unlock other little outposts and stuff, which allows for even more factory building. Anyway, the important part is there's things we can trade. So for example, one of the things we can trade is good old-fashioned origicrust, which means for the second building site, we can just use all the excess originium ore we have, run it from our sub pack into a bunch of refining units, watch as it slowly moves origicrust at you like it's a Guitar Hero, and before you know it, you've got a stockpile of stuff you can sell.
Yeah, you have the stockpile because you spent so long just so long waiting for it to come out. Like what's the I forget what it's called, like the amount of, there's like a meter, right? There's like I cannot speak. There's a graph that shows how efficient everything is. I imagine his has gone below the fucking graph onto the next one underneath.
Sweet regional cash. Well, don't mind if I do. Anyway, now that we've got both.
Scam your friends too. That's the best part of it. when you buy the bunny shops and you just scam all your friends.
It's time to craft a clean suit. What a thing.
I know you're not actually, you're just selling it. It doesn't affect theirs, but it's really funny to imagine it is.
Beauty. And now the only question that remains is which one of my extremely fashionable people is going to be wearing my dorky vest? Well, that's a trick question. All of them will be. Well, I think I made a good and horrible mess of this factory. Let's fast forward a little bit and let me show you another one. Okay, and here we are in Wuling City. And as you can see, I got something of a glow up. You know, just me and my new best buds.
Wait. Surely they just gave this to him. Hold on. How? Okay, did he actually put a shit ton of money into this game? Or did they just give him access to these characters? Because I imagine this is like, he played this day one, and the only way you can get 2 out of the 4 of these characters is through random chance of losing a fucking 50-50 on the limited banner. What the fuck?
This game has a lot of colorful characters to unlock.
Yeah.
And speaking of, here
a lot of them are women.
We are in our brand new AIC, full of lush greenery
Yeah.
and a 70-tier waterfall. Ah, glorious. Anyway, this one's got other goals we're gonna have to do. And let's start by placing this thing. This factory isn't gonna build itself, and this new area incorporates something very exciting. Liquids. Hey, I can't just jump into that, can I? Okay, yeah, maybe don't do that. But if
where the fuck is he? I genuinely don't know what part of this game is. What part is this part? Where is he? Where is this place? I haven't seen it. Maybe he's spoiling something. No, he's not. Or maybe he is spoiling something later on that I haven't gotten to. I don't know where he is.
Pipes, and more pipes. Not to mention all kinds
of... I don't know anything about pipes. I'm spoiling myself, but fuck it. I'm halfway through the video. I might as well.
Fluid stuff. But don't worry, we'll explain. First things first, we need to start our power network. This new facility is all about using something called Zeronite.
I don't know what that is.
There's all kinds of things you can make with it. But first we need to get some at all, and that's where the Forge of the Skies...
What the fuck is that? I don't know what this is. I haven't gotten this far. I am spoiling the game for myself. Oh, fuck. Oh, no.
Come in. Facility for making Zeronite-based products. But in order to make this thing, we're gonna need these. Ferium parts. And how do we make that? Well, I'll show you.
Okay, I know what that is, at least. That's something.
Find a mining spot, then we have to mine it into ferium ore, and then we have to refine it into ferium. Luckily, when we look up the ferium ore, we can just click on ferium mining spots, and it'll just show us a bunch in the area. And it turns out that one right there is not that far from where we are. Oh, I think that's just like right up there. Well, let's go get it.
Oh my god.
Oh, excuse me, I gotta be more careful around all that water. Ah, here we go. There it is now. Now, eventually, we'll put automated miners on.
Oh, no, yeah, this is actually spoilers, because I've literally... The second region, I've literally gotten to, like, where I just get there, and that is it. I've gone, and then I just went back, and I'm trying to do, like, all, like, the side quests and stuff. So, yeah, I am actually just spoiling myself at this point of what that region's factories and stuff are going to be. Shit. Oh well.
But for now, we're just gonna beat up all the ores so we can get started quicker. Because these spots require electric mining rigs Mark II, which in addition to this old favorite, also requires ferium parts to make. So we'll get there soon enough. Until then, this should be enough for now. Okay, we're so close. All I have to do is refine it into this thing and then fit it into that thing. So first things first, let's put down a refining unit. I also like how as you build this, your companions just love to stand in the way. And if you really want to, you can edit them out of the equation.
Dude has every... Oh, no. He was definitely given all these to, like, mess around with. He has every character level 90. There's no fucking way. This is like an account that he was given that just has everything in it.
and phase them out of existence.
There's no way. Unless he has unironically spent all this money on this game to get every single character.
For a time. Anyway, you'll notice it's still unpowered. And that's because for right now, we're going to have to use the old style of power. Disgusting. Even the game lets
What do you mean right now?
Relays can automatically connect with other...
What? Is there another form of power? Oh man, I'm spoiling the game. Well, not really. I'm spoiling the factory. Oh, but the factory is the main part though. No, it's not. The main part is just getting women in the fucking gambling machine.
Zeronite power facilities. Yeah, I know, game. We're trying to build it. Anyway, now that the Ferium ore is coming in, it's getting automatically refined into regular old Ferium. And then set up a fitting unit. Run that thing from over there to over here. Wait for that thing to go into the thing. And look, it's making that thing we need. We did it! And now we can make the Forge of the Sky. We're not done yet, though. To get this thing to produce Zeronite, we need to make water and also stabilized carbon.
What? What?
First, we need to make dense carbon powder, which is comprised of these two different powders, carbon and sand leaf powder. To make that, we're gonna have to shred some carbon, but in order to make that carbon, we're gonna have to refine it from this buck flour. Likewise, we're gonna have to get some sand leaf. Oh, the fun never ends. Luckily,
what was the end result? I've forgotten. Carbon. Okay, got it.
Around the world, this stuff is everywhere. And also, here is some sand leaf. And now back here in the AIC, we're gonna build something called
now make the fucking infinite seeds, for the love of God.
Facility that extracts seeds from common crops. And thank God it's easy to make. See these things? These are called amethyst parts, which we already have, because you remember our first factory? You remember the ticklers? If we had a fitting unit somewhere, we can drag those extra parts over to it, and then we're covered for the amethyst parts we need. And now we can make a couple of these with ease. Oh boy, are you ready?
Oh, don't, no, wait.
All we have to do is take our buck flour and put it over here like this. And for every one buck flour, we get 2 seeds.
Yeah,
we're gonna build
please.
This. Planting unit. Cultivating silo for growing various common plants and crops.
Now put 2 of them down. One for actually using and the other one for infinite seed making.
And to build it, we're gonna need 10 carbon. Luckily, we can make that in a refiner using our plants, which we're gonna need to do anyway for the other thing. So we'll just put this over here. And in this case, I'm just gonna hand deliver all 10. And there you go. Before you know it, we have our 10 carbon. And now we can make our 1 planting unit. And we're gonna make another planting unit and put it right near the seed picking unit, like so. And now here's my favorite part. We'll connect a conveyor belt between the two. And now go the 2 whole seeds we have into this thing over here. It automatically turns those seeds into plants. So it basically turned our 1 plant into a seed that turned into 2 plants. And those 2 plants turn into 4 seeds. And now we have 4 plants. And
it's infinite plants and seeds.
Chain of this process going. So much so that we're going to have seeds coming from all 5 of these conveyor belts. And likewise, we're going to make sure that there's 5 ways for it to go back in. There we go. Things are looking great. We can't expand.
See, here's the thing, right? I don't think having those extra conveyor belts matter. Like, he's just put them down for the appeal, and that's it.
Though, through the glory of splitters, so we can just run these plants out here and back into the refining unit.
Yeah.
Now we have more carbon, and then we can make another planting unit, place it kind of close to your other stuff, add some more splitters so you can send those seeds back into the other thing, so that this thing can make more plants, and then you can go over here and get even more carbon, make even more of these, and then just add another seed picking unit.
And then eventually you just have a factory that's only seeds and fucking plants.
Really for all of this. Truly, our plant production could not be more simple. Oh, you know what's exciting too? We can highlight all this, essentially everything about this whole production, and we can save it as a blueprint. Don't mind if I do. Sir plants a lot. Description: I'm sorry. And there we go.
No, you're not. No, you are not.
Anytime we need to do another one of these things, go over to place, and okay, let's see, where can we put this? So how about right here? That's probably good, right?
Infinite plants.
Yourself, why on earth would I want 2 of these? Because don't forget, on our journey to make Zeronite, we're also going to need this sand leaf plant so that we can make this powder, so that we can combine it with our carbon powder, so that we can grind it into dense carbon powder. But now we have a new problem. Insufficient power. 315 out of 200. Oh dear, but how could this happen to us? Don't worry, all we need to build is this. The thermal bank is a facility that converts originium ore.
Don't you need like like my factories have like exactly like they produce like 1 or 2 of everything more than they use. And it takes up every bit of space in all of my fucking area, except one. All of my areas except like the last one in Valley 4. Dude, like, How is he gonna do this? Like, you're gonna use so much materials just using all this to power all these batteries. I don't know if he's actually going to be able to do this.
Batteries into electrical power. And all we really need to do is place them somewhere so they're connected to the grid. I mean, that's not all we have to do. We need to put something inside of it that's going to generate that power. And as you can see, different things.
Yeah, and I don't think you're going to be able to generate power because you're using all your materials on everything else.
Give us different amounts of power. Like, yeah, we could just use good old-fashioned Originium ore and get ourselves 8 seconds
or you could use
power.
batteries.
We're going to do this one because we have the materials for it. To make that battery, all we need is ferrium parts, and you might recognize this. It's Originium powder, which we've been making in horrific abundance at our other place. So first, let's go harvest a little bit more ferrium ore. We can't do automated miners yet because they would need power, but your party members work for free, so that works. Except her. I guess
it's
she's just
semi-auto.
But first things first, we are going to feed just normal old Originium to these, because it's that, or I delete all this stuff back here to get our power back. And that sounds like way too much work. So instead, we'll just set all this up. Oh, and look at that. We're looking good. Now we have 350 available power. No, excuse me, 400. No, wait, 350.
No, yeah, there we go.
It's burning through this stuff fast.
That's what I was thinking. He can't produce enough.
Then it can maintain the power. But whatever, that's good enough for now. As long as it can continue to make these things, and then long enough to set up me making the battery, that'll be good enough for me. Oh my god, it's happening. And then they go back into the depot. And then we'll switch this over to the battery.
Nice.
Okay, now we're talking. Look at that kind of
There
power.
we go.
And just to make sure this production line never stops, we finally have the means to start making mining.
Oh, nice.
And now
okay.
our ferrium needs are squared
Now
away.
he can do it.
Setting up the second plant factory should be pretty easy. I mean, I say that. I can't really remember where it starts. I guess it doesn't matter so long as I put it into something. I don't think it should take much. I think if we just put the one sand leaf in there, everything should
and then it just keeps going. After like 2 minutes, it'll be done.
While that's getting underway, let's focus back on that carbon we needed to do. As a reminder to this convoluted mess I've made for myself, Zeronite is what we're after. And right now in this process,
I don't know what that is.
Here. So the next step is setting up shredding machines so that we can turn those into powdered form. And now I'll just run the carbon over here. And look, there's our sand leaf. I do believe it's splitter time, so we can have that too. And now let's set up 1 shredder and 2 shredders. And now it's making the powder we need.
He's doing surprisingly efficient for this one. I don't know why. It's concerning.
Oh, you know what I actually forgot? As part of my original blueprint, it's also grinding up carbon over here. Well, I think I know what to do. Let's reroute one of these so that we can bring the flowers right through here. And now we have a second source of carbon and sand leaf that we can grind up. Remember what Bob Ross used to always say? There are no mistakes. Sometimes you make a thing and forget that you already made the thing, so now you have double the things, and that's probably okay because you're probably going to need them anyway. I mean, I don't think
that's what he said. I don't think that's what he said, but... But I believe that as fact. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I'm just spouting nonsense.
Bunch of the things we're gonna need. Now all we need to do is shove them through a grinding unit to make this thingy. Oh my goodness, and they're huge. Yeah, sure, we can make this work. In you go. Yes, there we go. Clean implementation as always. And there it is, making dense carbon powder. All we need now is to refine it in a stabilized carbon. Now the smart thing to do would probably be put it like right over there. But,
yeah.
I mean, it's not that big of a machine, so why not shove it like
right there.
Like that. What could possibly go wrong doing this? And look how easy it is.
Nothing at all.
We've even got space to use all 3 ports. Oh yeah, there it goes. As it converts it into land tiles from Settlers of Catan. And at long last, we're gonna shove this into the Forge of the Sky, if I can remember where it is. Let's see, I think it's, oh yeah, it's right there. I genuinely cannot believe this is all working. And now there's only one thing we have to do before we get Zeronite out of this thing. We have to add water. At long last,
what are you talking about? I have not this far in.
Pump, a facility for pumping fluids.
Fuck.
Okay, let's see, how does this thing place?
Okay, well, at least I'll have like a general idea of what the future base that I will be building will have in it, I guess.
Kinda. Oh yeah, okay, there we go. Well, it's nice to know it's that easy. But wait, can we place these somewhere else? Like, can I place them on the bridge? Oh good, you can. I'm gonna assume that means we can place them over here too. And the answer is yes. Well, I think we're
just anywhere that connects to water.
The most in the way. Okay, so let's see. I think we can just run a pipe from here and oh yeah, look at that. Look how easy this is. And when I place it down, we can see that it's transparent so that we can tell the water's really flowing through there. And let's see.
Nice.
Let's take the long way around because I would love to know exactly how long these pipes systems can be. Oh, well, there you go. Single pipeline length exceeded. Connect to a facility or another pipeline. But what about if I use a pipe splitter and then I continue it? Oh, good. Looks like that works. Yes, good.
Oh, no.
And now every time the game is like, no, it's too long, all I have to do is back up, put down another splitter, and let the journey continue. And I'm a big fan of these pipes because they can go outside the core AIC area. So
yeah.
You really
Let's just make it a fucking maze of pipes now.
all over the place, up to and including outside your base.
Why? Where are you going?
Wow, look at all this nice scenery out here. Sure would be a shame if we made it all awful looking with pipes. Oh yeah, now we're talking. What do you mean
that's not even connected?
Perfectly. Well, I'm outraged. Wait, never mind. It's coming through.
Oh no!
Question it. Pipes are truly magical. An easier way to keep going with this without having to stop and place a splitter. If you cross over another pipe, it'll automatically put down one of those bridge pieces. And
nice.
doing so, I think it resets how long you can make these pipes. What a dream come true. So far, I'm pleased. It sure was nice of them to let me build my garbage all over their nice land. And now that we're heading back to our base, now I have to know. Given all this nonsense, is it still gonna work when we shove it in
100%.
Well, I guess there's only one way to find out. I guess we'll know for sure if the water catches up.
Nice, let's go.
Now it's automatically making Zeronite. And there we go. Not only is the water here, but it's immediately maxed out. What exceptional flow on all those pipes. And after all that, we finally have our Zeronite. Which, oh boy, is this
What do we use that for?
Leave any space for us to place conveyor belts to get it to leave this facility. But luckily, we can fix that real fast. We'll just click and hold to move it, and I'll just shove it down here somewhere. There, that was easy. We also don't have to run it back over to the main depot. We can use something called a protocol stash, which can teleport items back to the depot. So instead, I'm just gonna place one of those right here, and then all I need to do is run one conveyor belt, and into the protocol stash it goes. And every 8 seconds, it'll get transferred over to the depot. What a deal. And the whole reason we did this is so we can make Zeronite relays and Zeronite pylons. Basically, it's like these.
I don't know what that is.
Have to wire them. Here, watch, I'll show you. So let's say I were to put this Zeronite relay right here. Just like the other stuff, I still need to place it within 80 meters of whatever the closest connection point is. But now when I place it, it just automatically connects. I don't have to wire anything.
That's so handy.
It's so convenient when I'm running around the world and I can be like, okay, time to place another one. Which also means as you're running through the city centers, you can place your things in there too, while still making sure that everything you place down is a beautiful eyesore. I'm sure when they were setting up their sampling station, they were really into the idea that I would just place a giant power relay. Oh, and here's something else fun we can do with water. You see all this water over here? If we put a fluid pump down here and then we look at the information, we can see that it only has 45 of 45 clean water, which is different from this one over here, where it has infinite clean water. So what is the difference, you may wonder? You may notice that as it's pulling the water out and holding it in the fluid pump, all the water is going away.
No!
I'm sure the village is very happy about this. Unfortunately, the game is smarter than me, because the first thing I tried to do is put like a pylon down here. And it's like, no, of course you can't put one down here. Oh, and if we wanted, we can put the water back too. We have this
But why would you want to do that?
Called a fluid supply unit, a facility for dispensing fluids, which means we can take that, connect it to the other river, then run a pipe between the two, and there we go. We fed the infinite river. And you can do it the other direction too if you want. You just have to set it to pull from this side, and then send it back over to this side, and then there it goes. I mean, in theory. I guess they're pulling back and forth forever, so
yeah.
Really.
Like, he's connected the water to the infinite river instead of just using the infinite river.
Give me another idea though. So we have this thing right here called the reactor crucible.
What?
Facility for running solid or liquid state chemical reactions. Well, that sure
sounds interesting.
You would use it to combine,
and I don't know what it is.
Into a delicious looking fluid like liquid Zeronite. And that shouldn't be too hard. We already have these two things. So let's hook up another water pipe, and you know, this river isn't fancy enough for me. That, and I'm kind of curious. You see these waterfalls over here? Do you think we can pull water from that? Surely
probably.
There's no way, right? I don't know. It
there's a pool.
Like it thinks it's a water source, so let's see.
Yeah.
Victory. Well, okay, here we go. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff. The finest water for the finest factory. I'm also really pleased that the game is so flexible with letting me just place pipes wherever I want. Like, it doesn't even care if you place it on top of your conveyor belt.
No, not at all.
A little stand and it's fine. And that's good, because if there's one thing I feel like my factory was missing, was a nice splash of blue color. And now we can have that. Okay, finally the water made it. After a very short...
Listen, the other one's got the spider web of light, of connecting electricity. This one has water pipes.
trip. And we'll just add some of our Zeronite to this. We can see inside the reactor crucible, we can see that the two combine to make this sumptuous new fluid. And as this thing continues to work, we're gonna set up a thing called a fluid tank so that we can make sure to store as much of this as possible.
I don't know what any of this is for.
Sure the right pipe. I'm gonna assume it's this one because of the arrows. Yep, there we go. Excellent. We have a brand new exciting color. Slowly but surely filling
It looks drinkable. Technically, every fluid is drinkable, but you wouldn't want to drink every fluid, now would you?
This tank. I think you can see where this is going, right? Let's see if we can take this beautiful green liquid.
Oh wait! I just realized.
Back to the river.
Oh,
there it goes. A lovely green color. I'm sure the city will thank us for this, and maybe now that it's got extra vitamins and minerals, maybe now we can swim in it.
It looks like piss.
Now, I was really hoping that it would also pull it out like it's doing here, and then send it back into the other river, but that doesn't appear to be the case. Sadly, it recognizes that the two are not compatible, and because that one is infinite, I don't think it's ever gonna let me dump it in there. But I'm still pleased about this. Another thing I can tell you is this game really lets you put these pumps in a lot of really choice locations. Yeah, I know, sir. I'm surprised too. Who would have thought this fountain would be a good place for me to pull water from? Don't mind me, I'm just gonna take it away. Honestly, the game navigating stairs with the pipes is probably one of my favorite things. I mean, it's encased in this glass or whatever, so
what the fuck?
All this so I can hijack their
dude, this is all new shit to me. I don't know about any of this, man.
water and bring it back over to my base, where I've set up a bunch of the fluid supply unit things so that we can just dump all our water downstream so that it can't be enjoyed by the city. And not just that location either. It turns out there's tons of beautiful locales here, with wildlife to disturb, with our horrible technology that's gonna get in the way.
Yeah, let's go.
Out of the way, kids. Important Endfield business coming through. And if you try hard enough, you can get this game to do some pretty wacky placement. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff. Come on,
what the
Let
fuck?
me place it all the way down. Yes. Oh, you guys having a little meetup? Well, surely my support poles won't get in your way, right? Oh yeah, things are looking great.
Oh my god.
The kind of factory and city I'm interested in building and.
Dude, one of these pipes is gonna be placed in the wrong way, and he's gonna have a very specific symbol. This right here looks very close to what I'm trying to say. It's a very dangerous game playing with these pipes.
Living in. I'm sure all the citizens appreciate my contribution to their
land. Oh, 100%.
And all of their nation's water and try my hardest to push it downstream as best I can. Well, I'm satisfied with this factory. And this is really only scratching the surface of the stuff you can do in this game. And don't forget, you could be playing this game for free. If this looks like something that's
you don't have to pay for anything.
Link in the description below. And or fire it up on PC, PS5, or mobile. So I hope you had fun. I know I did. Thanks again to Arknights Endfield for.
I spoiled myself a bit, but you know, whatever. I'll get there eventually.
Sponsoring this one, and I'll see you next time.
Goodbye.